So, I just spent my last night in Thailand before flying back to Bangkok and then Hanoi. 2 days later, my friend Rich would be flying out from England to meet me. But until then, I had my first taste of travelling through Asia on my own when I landed in Vietnam. Hanoi. It's hectic as hell here, and I don't really know where I'm going. I think I'm going to look at trying to get a bus, but I don't even know where I'm staying tonight either, but I'll figure it out. Wow, it is absolutely manic. There's just mopeds everywhere. It's literally this, but do you reckon they stop for red lights all the time? Nope. Do they let you cross the road? Nope. There's a lot of life. There's food everywhere. People are just making restaurants on the side of the street wherever you walk. Oh fuck! I don't think that's the right way. I'm still not 100% sure where I'm going, and I'm finally here. That was a long ass journey. It's good to finally arrive. My friend Amit, who I'd met back in Pai, Thailand, was also in Hanoi at the same time as me, and some people from the hostel were taking us to try Vietnam's national dish. And after lunch, me and Amit went to see Hanoi's famous train street. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. Good stop. Yeah. Thank you. You were saying? Your dog that you wanted to eat. Every weekend in Hanoi, the streets around Hon Kim Lake are closed so that parties, games and live music can take place. And we went out to try and find the infamous 5k beer stand. And on our hunt, we found ourselves joining a street game with some locals.
Just lets it under his foot and panics, loses his footing.
Get it, get it.
The teams then became locals versus tourists, and we started losing bad. But then, we started pulling back. Until we were eventually neck and neck and decided that the next point wins.
Zit voor Frank de Boer. Frank de Boer speelt de bal. Heel goed naar Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp neemt de bal aan. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp.
We had achieved the impossible. Not that our camera operator cared.
Apparently,
Richard has arrived. He's waiting in the lobby. Ricky! How's it going?
Rich was finally in Vietnam. The next day, we went out to explore Hanoi, where I took him to Train Street, and then we visited Hong Kim Lake. Where we made it onto a Vietnamese YouTube channel.
It's okay.
So now I will show you a music video.
Okay.
And it's very hot recently.
So we just got interviewed for someone else's YouTube channel. It was called like Pure Bum TV. Vlogging. I am. But I'm not even going to cut that out then, are I? Hello. Just asked to react to this like weird YouTube video. It was just a music video. It was really boring. And they were like, "What do you think of it?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's good." But yeah, it's probably going to be a better video than this.
Some friends I'd met in Thailand arrived in Hanoi that night, and the next day we went on a walking tour that was free at the hostel.
Oh my god.
They built a marketplace. The Vietnamese got pissed off with that. They burnt the marketplace to the ground. And then the French built a cathedral on top of it. Fuck you.
We then found ourselves back at Hong Kim Lake, which apparently is very polluted. Who would have thought? And our tour ended with us visiting this huge market hall. It was cramped and it was sweaty, but it gave me a chance to try out my haggling skills.
15? No. Well, that didn't go well at all.
But I had better luck down the line.
80? Oh no, she gave me 30 over there. No?
Okay, 40.
40? No. 35? No, I think, no,
Okay, 30.
30. Okay, thank you. Okay. Jot this back. Yeah. Crap, I've lost Richard. Ricky! Hello? What did you get? Oh, that's a very nice Under Armour bag.
We were getting to the end of our time in Hanoi, and nearly everyone we had met at the hostel recommended we visit Ha Giang. So that's what we were doing. Later, we made the most of our last night out all together, and got way too drunk considering what we had to do the next day. When me and Rich would leave for Ha Giang.
Leaving Hanoi on our way to get lost to go to the Ha Giang loop. Okay. No, I'll go on there. No, a bit red fish. Oh, that's funny. Say it again. It's definitely Thank you. Oh. What is this?
Mình cho chân gọn vào.
There's enough room though. Yeah.
Dit gaan we niet meer doen nou, maar is straks wel een I'm Mariano.
We just got off. There's a little pause on our journey. Yo, they give us fire. These were the best fit.
Nice.
Okay, you can leave your big backpack here. Yeah. Thank you. Got 2 big beds here.
Oh, awesome. Great. So we're in Hajan, and the reason we're in Hajan is for the Hajan Loop.
The Hajang Loop is a 350km loop in northern Vietnam. We start in Hajang, drive to Yen Minh, briefly stop at the Long Su flag tower before heading back via Dong Van. The loop is known for its breathtaking landscape and spectacular views, but the roads are notoriously dangerous and are only recommended for experienced motorcyclists. And as well as this, all the locals that are on the roads drive like they have a death wish.
Halfway around the corner.
So it's going to be tough. But who better to take on this challenge other than bloody old Bernard and Steve? Riding the loop takes 3 to 5 days, and we're going to try doing it in 3. And before we left, we were given 2 rules. 1. Don't speed. If there's any roads that you don't want to be speeding on, it's these. And 2. No driving after 5 PM. This is around the time that the mountains would become covered in mist, and it would likely cause an accident. But that's enough of that. Here's how it went.
It is day 1 of the loop, and we just have to pay for accommodation here and hire the bikes and head off. It is absolutely disgusting weather right now. Yeah. 2 bikes.
I'd ridden quite a few mopeds in Thailand, so I felt pretty confident on one.
Remember, kick stand.
Rich, on the other hand,
Yes.
had never been on a moped before.
No. Press start here. Yes. You start on 3. You start on 3.
Okay, first.
1.
Paul, you can put your thing in.
You see. Yeah.
This is terrible. Yeah, how'd you put it?
No. Hey. I told you, start number 3.
Okay.
You got number 1 very strong gear.
Yeah.
One more time.
Okay.
No. Number 3.
3.
Yeah. Cười đi. Anh quay đi Thái. Hả?
You'll always be with me.
Hỏi đi em ơi.
Yeah, good.
Back first.
Stop.
Yes, back first and front brake support back brake. This first. Yeah.
Thank you.
Then, it was time to set off. From the hostel, we followed a route through the town to the foot of the mountains. Where the roads started to climb. This meant we had to use our gears, and I'd only been on automatic bikes before, so
Woohoo! Oh shit.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
So we have been driving probably about, say, like 2 hours now, and we are nearly at the first stop.
Come on, do it for the camera.
after the break, we embarked on one of the most spectacular stretches of the whole loop.
It's alright. Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ.
Oh God! Woohoo!
There goes our tour guide.
For us it's amazing, but for them it's like...
Yeah. Yeah. This place is absolutely spectacular. So, we, unbeknownst to us, have actually just been part of a tour that was free from the Jasmine Hostel. And with it, we're going on a hike now. Apparently it's like 2 hours to see a cave. But I was not prepared for a hike at all. So we got no water. I need some Vietnamese Red Bull. Finally made it up. Let's see this cave. Xin chào. Come on. Whoa.
Right, the cave's big.
The cave is very big. This is actually insane. We're inside a cliff right now. Like, do you realise how high we are? Well, that was really cool. Now we've got a much easier walk on the way back down to our bikes, where I think we will head off again.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, he's very cute. Okay. Bye.
There was only a short journey left to get to our first stop for the night.
You alright? Oh, really?
We got Digby's tyre fix and eventually we made it to Yen Min, and our first homestay.
One no more.
You're my one. Yeah, but he ran out of battery.
Hai ba dụ. Hai ba dụ. Hai ba uống. Hai ba uống. Okay, say again, but now louder, louder. Okay. We say louder. Are you ready? Yes. Louder. Okay. Are you ready? Yes. 1, 2, 3, dụ. 1, 2, 3, dụ. 2, 3, dụ. 2, 3, dụ. 2, 3 uống. 2, 3 uống. Cheers. Cheers.
So that is it for day one. We finally arrived here at Bong Bang Homestay. It's really nice, we had some really nice food, however, we're essentially just sharing a bed with just strangers. We don't know these people that well yet, so that'll be fun, we're going to get to know them tonight. Day two.
Let's hear the rest of it.
Over here we've got one of the most deadly wasps in the world. Oh fuck! So everyone has just pulled over because it started to rain and they need to put their raincoats on, but your boy don't have a raincoat. I'm gonna get very wet.
Just down the road there was a shop where I managed to run in and buy a raincoat. Gucci, I think.
Ciao. After, how long have we been driving for? About 2 hours? 45 minutes. Shut up. We've arrived at some sort of palace. Oh, would you look like a little bench? Driving here is actually mental. The locals, we saw an old lady on a moped with a moped on her moped. Huh? Yeah. Wait, walk along and like lean on the banister. Yeah, I hit my head.
Have you got one? He's got one. He's on his own and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna grab a gun. Mine doesn't work. You guys got one too. That's so funny. Imagine they actually like shoots. It works.
You act like it shot.
And make the noise.
No, like, oh shit, this works.
Oh shit, it's worked. No, you literally, you can't see anything. Like what you meant to shoot at. Like, your own roofs. Yeah, you found it. Alright.
Your verdict? Teenage.
Which one you? Teenage.
Oh. Yeah.
More water?
Okay, so you want all the girls and then just like, right here, I'm going to the gym.
What the hell?
Good luck, good luck.
Where's the toilet?
It's not. It's a grim affair down there.
Where is it?
You go down these steps.
You're in it.
Down these steps.
What's going on here?
Would you just look at that view?
And we've made it to the famous flag. I don't know what it's called, but it's there. Oh God. Where is China? That way.
Uphill, turn around, come back.
Could you take one with this?
Vâng.
You?
Có chụp được không?
Yeah, you just hold it like that.
Đâu ấn ở chỗ nào?
Like this, selfie. Yeah? Just hold it.
Chụp hộ.
No, you hold.
Anh không hiểu.
Yeah, you take with us, like it. No.
Không hiểu. Có hai đứa con thì mình biết tiếng Anh nhưng mà mình không biết.
20,000 she
Hai đứa
said.
con,
And
hai
then
đứa con thì
she's gonna
đi Hà Nội. Biết tiếng Anh nhưng mà mình không biết tiếng gì luôn nhỉ.
well, like real hard.
Wait, this
No
way, go that way a bit.
20,000 real
Wait,
hard.
no. You come here.
Ấn vào đâu? Ấn vào đâu?
No, it's okay. It's already going. It's recording. It's recording. Yeah.
À đang quay.
Okay, so point it. Watch this, like this. Like this. Whoa! There we go. Like
Nah,
this.
you even trust that thing anymore?
No, I don't.
There,
No, it goes like that.
So China is somewhere in this direction.
China.
Those are Chinese houses.
Okay, I'm going downstairs.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Could you hit me, please?
Yeah. Wow, wow. It's just the perfect time of the day as well. So we've pulled over right at the border. That river down there. Yeah, the view could be better. Yeah, more hills, not enough hills. Yeah. But on the other side of that river is China. It's absolutely unbelievable. Can you slap me? Oh yeah. I'm Mariello.
Teenage.
Look, just sit on the post or lean on it.
Was it yours, Rich? No.
No, I didn't fall at all.
Where?
Oh!
Down there.
I reckon I could get that.
Juggernaut.
One,
Juggernaut. So the helmet went down the hill.
Wasn't my fault.
I said helmet, and he rode into it. That's a long way down.
Don't go down there. You've done like a board or something, and some people. Oh yeah.
We're gonna do like
Please don't go down. No.
I do.
Okay.
He knows.
Yo, Rem, I'll go get it.
Rem, don't
my
go.
fault.
Don't go.
It's my fault. I'll go get it.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Rem, I really don't want you to do it.
You can buy a helmet forever.
Don't.
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
No.
Someone in our group had an Easy Rider, which basically is someone that you pay to drive the loop and you sit on the back.
Yeah, the Easy Rider was going anyway.
And whilst everyone was trying to work out if we could get the helmet back without dying, you just hopped down there and got it while smoking a cigarette.
So that went surprisingly well. Now we're gonna head off to Dongban. But this place might be one of the most amazing places I've ever been in my life. Whoa. Do we have assigned beds or?
I think you could just.
After actually a decent night's sleep, we are now starting the third and final day of the Hajjan loop. So, we've lost our tour guide, which means we are now navigating the mountains of Vietnam solo. I've got a good feeling about this. Definitely not going to get lost. And we're going to get back in time for tea.
The last day was definitely the hardest. It started off great, but once a group of us lost our guide, the weather turned so horrible and we realised we were much further from the hostel than we had thought, and we didn't know the way. And without any sort of sat-nav, we had to rely on road signs to make it back. Me and Rich had to catch a bus to Cat Ba from the hostel at 8 PM, and we were getting unsure whether or not we were going to make it. and on top of that, 2 people fell off their bikes.
It has been mainly just raining all day.
Yeah, people fell over.
Yep.
F***ing hell.
Jesus. We were warned before coming on this trip not to drive after 5. Time is it?
6:30.
It's 6:30, and the reason is because of mist, as you can see around us.
Despite everything stacked against us, we made it back just in time.
Made it. Can you go to the right a little? So we just finally made the Hajang Loop. We travelled for about 8 hours today. Yeah. It was pouring down for most of it. We make it back to our hostel for 7:15 and miss the food there. And we get a ticket for this bus to Katbar. And then we haven't eaten, so we go to a restaurant.
Really smartly buys Pringles.
Rich bought Pringles. I was like, I want real food. So we went to a restaurant. They said they'd take about 10 minutes. Half an hour later, it's 2 minutes to 8, which is when our bus is on at 8. And so we paid for the food and didn't get it. And now we're on this bus for 10 plus hours. And we're going to get back in time for tea. Can't wait to go to Katbar.
This trip sucked. We were so tired from the last leg of the loop. We were both starving, and it's really hard to sleep on those buses because they're so cramped, and we had to change like 4 times. Oh, and we hadn't showered. I don't think me and Rich said more than 4 words to each other until we got there.
Fish. Ninja. So we just made use of the free breakfast here. And today, going on a boat trip around Howell Bay. When we first arrived at Katbar, we weren't sure about it. It was just a bit too busy, too cramped, too many people. But actually, we grew to like it more over time. It's got a feel of the fact that it's touristy, but for Vietnamese people, not for outsiders, Westerners. Which means that it's quite nice that you don't have people constantly trying to, you know, get money off Westerners. They're already like with their taxis, and that's something nice about it. And last night we got to check out some of the cool bars they had. Very cheap here. It's about 20k for a big beer, like a big one, bigger than a pint.
You want me to take one?
What? Thank you. Oh, there's loads of people.
Because it's now very Monday.
We're literally we've parked inside the restaurant. So this is the kind of thing we're going to be swimming with today. I think that's a cuttlefish down there. Hey, nearly fell in.
Tài sản tươi sống em ra.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
It's time for us to do some kayaking. Oh shit! A ghost!
Yeah.
That one in front, Rich. The one in front. Oh god. What's up?
Egg. It's just crashes.
That's it, that's Halong Bay done. Absolutely amazing. Perfect way. I said this about Thailand. Perfect way to just end just a great trip to Vietnam. I feel like we only really explored the north here. Definitely want to check out the south, see what else is going on. But I would also love to come to north again. I just love it here. It's great. Yeah, there.
Very nice meeting you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Can we take a picture?
Yeah, we should do it. Wait for the others.
Get somebody to take.
Sure. Where in front of like that. We're just standing here, and the window, the whole thing just smashed. Okay, great. Let's take one.
Goodbye. 1, 2, 3.
Back in Hanoi for our flight. This is it. Finally heading home after an amazing experience in Southeast Asia. On our way to the bus station right now. I'm gonna miss this place, but I'm not gonna miss this heat or this commotion. Trying to just get from one end of the street to the other and not get run over. Really sad to go, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to getting home, seeing everyone.
But you know what? I did miss the heat. And I also missed a commotion. I missed everything about visiting Asia. And as soon as I got home, I started planning my next trip.
These are going to get wrecked. I just know it.
I can't recommend visiting these places enough.
And then we did something called the Hajjang. So basically it was like, what do you say? It was literally like the most insane mountain range, and we did it all on mopeds. It was so cool. It was like maybe a bit on the first day.
Were there like edges like that were?
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah.
But like.